Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and I can't really talk too loud because I'm taking care of a puppy right now. We just got a brand new puppy, um, and actually it's my sister's dog, and I'm taking care of it for the day. Everyone's off doing other things, so I gotta watch over him. He's right beside me sleeping, but I don't want to. I kind of want to show you guys, but I'm not in my room, and I don't want to turn on the light right now, so I apologize for that. But anyways, I still want to do a live stream today, just talking about things in general, what's going on. Hello, Transformers Films, Stop Motion, Aiden, Tardif, John Marty, and the Revolticon, who are so far in the chat that I can see. There's probably more people. It's just the comments haven't come up. Anyways, so what's going on with the channel? You're probably wondering, or you probably aren't. Um, well, next month I want to work on a Bionicle stop motion because there's a collab thing going on. What do you think about the Studio Series long haul? It's cool. Anyways, oh, Oblivion X. Anyways, so I'm gonna work on that. But I have plans to work on a review right now. Oh, the puppy's awake. Hello. Um, I do have plans to work on a Studio Series Ironhide. And this is also going to be a quick live stream just because mostly to pass the time, and I'm pretty sure the dog's going to want to go out soon. So I mean, he's been sleeping here for quite a while, which means that he'll get a burst of energy and run around and do a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm probably going to have to watch over him. So um, do more Transformers Misfortune. That's something else that I want to do in May. The Bionicle stop motion shouldn't take that long, probably a week. So after that, I should be able to work on Transformers Misfortune. There's about 4 reviews currently planned after April. Um, and the reason why I have those 4 reviews planned is because it's going to lead up to something. It's a specific anniversary for a certain toy that I want to review on the anniversary. So, um, anyways, the next review after April is going to be Studio Series Ironhide. I've already written about half the review. Most of it is the truck mode. I've written a part where I'm talking about the transformation because I feel like some people don't really grasp a few of the steps. So I just wanted to quickly go over them in case some people are struggling with them. Then after that, I got to write the robot mode and the overall. How I write the reviews is I've got the intro, and then there's an editorial, and I write it in different paragraphs, and I read the lines in those paragraphs so that I don't, lose my breath, or if I mess up in one of the shots, then I could just go back and redo it. It's not a big deal. Um, and then we go into alt mode, and then in robot mode it kind of goes into different stages. In robot mode we just kind of introduce it or talk about a few things, and then I quickly glance over the head, and then we go over the articulation, and then after that we kind of go and just talk about whatever, mostly about how well is the articulation. And then after that, we go into weapons, and then whatever else is left. And then after that is an overall. Um, just something to talk about there. Um, what else? There's something that I want to do, but I'm not sure about it right now. It was something that I had an idea for, but it was just an idea for a series that I wanted to do. But the problem with it is, what would it be exactly? That's why I have to figure out. And is it worth doing over something else? I'm not going to talk about that idea right now, but still. Also, with the stop motion short vessel that I want to work on with MP Cons, uh, we were talking about it. We've actually talked about it quite often, and we have kind of a general idea of what the short should be about. It's kind of a horror thing. We do have a certain element that was pretty much the main point of the stop motion short, and we've continued to stay with that, but everything else is kind of we're just trying to figure out. Um, I will answer the chat after I'm done talking about this. All right. Um, oh, studio series. I should bring this up. So for a long time, I was trying to find Dropkick and KSI Sentry, and I finally found KSI Sentry in Dropkick. Picked them up, and I actually really like Dropkick. I know he's not exactly accurate to his movie model, but I don't think he's as far off as I thought he was going to be, if that makes sense. Um, I really like it, and given the fact that he transforms into such a small helicopter, I don't mind. And by the way, anyone who's complaining, oh, these aren't triple changers, yeah, you try making a realistic muscle car, a realistic helicopter with very different proportions, and you try to also transform that into a robot at the budget that Hasbro's got for a deluxe class figure, not to mention not a very tall deluxe class figure. You try putting all the moving joints and the plastic and pins and everything on that to make at least one of those modes decent. Actually, you know what? They would probably make one of the modes decent, but the other ones, no. You know, it's going to be a struggle to make two modes that are decent. I see people complain, oh, Hasbro's just trying to make money and milk these figures by giving them different alt modes and different toys. Okay, you try making a triple changer then out of that in that class. Because oh, but they did it with Springer. Yeah, well, Springer's got very similar proportions in his helicopter mode and car mode. So it's not as difficult as people will make it out to be. Hello, sleepyhead. Oh no, now he's excited. That means he's gonna want to go out. The record should be in studio series. I would love that. I haven't even seen Endgame, so I can't really say anything about that. The good news about Endgame is that I see people trying to spoil that film, and I've just seen clashing information. But like certain things don't really add up, or certain things don't really line up. Like I've heard this person dies, but then also this person lives. So the good news is by now I can't really put anything solidly or pinpoint anything. Uh, there was one image that kind of spoiled something for Thor, um, but it was kind of hard to make out, and it wasn't really a death or a big thing. It was more just a frame of, hey, there's Thor. Okay, that's pretty much it. Kind of knew that Thor was gonna be in the film anyways. No, get down, get down. He's trying to jump up on me. No, don't care. Don't wag your tail. Where are you going? Ah, he's wanting to go outside, isn't he? Or just hit the broom. Okay. Um. No, I have not seen Studio Series Wave 2. I haven't really been to Walmart recently. Um, I think that's where they are. The place that I go to usually just has what other sorry, what other stores aren't usually selling. So, hold on. I gotta see what the dog's doing. Can you turn your face? I just said no. I can't. Tesla, what are you doing? You didn't just pee there, did you? I'm chewing on my sock. You freak! Ow! almost hit my groin. You're a floppy mess, aren't you? Where's your toy? Where's your toy? There's monkey. Please. Please. Go. Okay. I need that siege shockwave, and well, spoiler alert, and I'm not gonna really pinpoint anything. I'm not gonna confirm it, so I'm not gonna say his name because I feel like if I say his name, then he's gonna be pressured into it. Someone might be getting me a siege shockwave, so that's all good. Which is cool because you guys know how much I love Shockwave. I mean, I have the Battleship third party one, but I can't do anything with it because it's broken on some of the tabs. Maybe one day I'll try and attempt to transform it because if anything, I just glue a certain piece and it'll never transform anyways because it wouldn't transform anyhow. So, but I would like to see what the Battleship mode kind of looks like. So maybe I'll try and pull up instructions. I can't remember. I think there's a certain part in his torso that has a stress mark, but I can't remember. Cassie, what are you doing? Hey. Of course, I've had him for about an hour and he hasn't done anything. What's this? And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, I have to distract myself from him. Love a Siege Warpath. I want Warpath in general. Two of my favorite characters is Shockwave and Warpath. So I love those figures. But yeah, anyways, I have the Battleship Shockwave. I have the Masterpiece, of course. You guys know all about that. I have the Shockwave. I have a dog that needs to stop chewing on the freaking carpet. Stop that. I need the, or I was about to say I need it, but I have the Dark the Moon Shockwave. I don't know why I said that. So I got that Creo Battle Changers from Ultra Maximus. I have another Creon, just the basic one that came with the Megatron set. What else do I have? I have the not the bot shots, but the Q Transformer. Stop it. Q Transformer. I now have that Titans Returns, or not Titans Returns. It was Combiner Wars Legends class Shockwave. That took a while. I don't have the G1, the original G1, but I do have the Shockwave, so that's close enough. Trying to figure out. Oh, my first animated Shockwave was the very first one. I got the Shock Blast from Energon. And just trying to figure out what else I got. Oh, I got the Transformers Prime. I don't have the Dark of the Moon or the Prime Cyberburst Shockwave for some reason. You know, the Commander class one. Because there was the Commander Shockwave that came with the whole setup that was a little weird in Dark of the Moon, and then there was the original Cyberburst that came in Prime. I don't have any of the repacks. You know, the one with the Predaking tube thing. I don't even have the big version of that. I completely forgot there's a Cyberburst and a big burst. Or no, that came with the big version of Shockwave, right? Sorry, I was confused because the Predaking in that was the Cyberburst one. Anyways, I don't even have that pack, so I don't have the one that came with a hard shell. I never even found that. So I would love to also get a lot of the Transformers Prime Cyberverse figures because there's a lot that I never got. You better be chewing on your bone. Okay, good. He's chewing on his bone. Yeah. You know what? I said that I would go through some of the comments. Oh, here's another thing that I need to mention. So for Canadian Reviewer, this month, all we have is Moonracer, Wreck-Gar, and Inferno. Now, these three reviews are probably the most complex, or I don't want to say complex, but the longest ones out of the month, because I think the previous was I can't remember. I think the previous ones were about 6 minutes or less. Moonracer, 7 minutes 26 seconds. Wreck-Gar, 7 minutes 30 seconds. And Inferno, 8 minutes 19 seconds. And that was a lot of editing. Took a while. Took longer than I thought it was going to be, but at least they're, going to be published. So, Autism Awareness Month videos, they're done. Yay. And you know what? I should probably mention our sponsor, because now we have a sponsor. There is a link down in the description below. You can check out a lot of their Transformers are KO, the Wii Zhang stuff. So if you're not into that, I kind of get it. But if you don't mind, because Wii Zhang actually does do a lot of updates, and it is kind of cheaper to get relative to the actual figures themselves. Like the Masterpiece Megatron goes for a hell of a lot of money, more than I want to pay for. But Action Figure Sale has a pretty good price on it. I believe it was 150 for the Wii Zhang version. They also have the Wii Zhang Brawl, which is like the leader class Brawl that came out a long time ago, but I believe it's bigger and pretty much better. An update for the Battle Blades Bumblebee, and so many other things. I thought they were pretty cool. And then there's also PS4 skins. There's Marvel. There's DC. There's a couple of figures that I'm looking at. The Spider-Gwen and the Boba Fett that I mentioned before. I never owned a Boba Fett, and Spider-Verse is my favorite film of last year, so it'd be cool to get something from that. Kind of. I don't have anything Spider-Man related. And yeah, if you go in the description right now, and if you do find something that you like, and I hope you guys at least browse the site. If you use the coupon code TFAN, that's TFAN, you can get 20% off your purchase, which I think is pretty cool. They asked me to continuously talk about them throughout the month. I won't try to push it too far, but because this is a big deal for me, I'm not sure exactly what to do. So I'm just trying my best. I I don't want to push anyone to buy something. I don't want to force anyone, but I kind of want to make a good impression at the very least, So it's kind of hard. Anyways, going back to the comments, people are asking me stuff. I'll try to quickly go through them. What do you think of Studio Series Long Haul? Well, I already talked about it in videos before, so. Do you know about Siege Smashdown? Yeah, that's the Battlemaster. Are you do a Transformers Bionicle crossover? That was an original idea for a video that I had for the longest time. Sorry, I thought the dog had something right down his throat. Nope. But yeah, it was gonna be called Wars. It kind of had a stupid plot, so I never really uh, did anything with it. Thank you for asking about Transformers Misfortune Season 2. You know, that's not fucking annoying. What's going to be your next review? Well, I already talked about that. I got the Tiny Turbo Changer Series 4 Ratchet. Cool. Hello. You should do a review on Combine Wars Devastator. I don't even have it. Do you like Transformers SS Ironhide? Yes, and I'll go more in depth in the review. You plan on doing toy hunts? Not right now. I don't feel comfortable going around with the camera. I know some people are, and you know that's cool and all. It would be nice to go around just to see what Transformers they have, just because. Well, I might not be able to purchase it at this time, but at least I could do something with it. But for right now, no, I'm not comfortable with doing it. Hey Brian, did you get any of the new second wave of the Siege figures yet? No, I haven't been able to find them. All I have for Siege is the Micromasters and Battlemasters. I have all of Wave 1 Micromasters and Battlemasters. I have 3 of the Deluxes, Siege, Cog, Hound, and Skytread, and then I have one of the Voyagers, which is Megatron. So excluding the leaders, which might change soon, I have pretty much most of Wave 1, except I'm one off from a complete set past the Micromasters. That's a language I do not know. I have diets. That's sideswipe. Yeah, I thought you meant Siege. Diet sideswipe. What would that? Oh my god! I just realized that the G2 sideswipe is in the Coke Zero colors. It's Coke Zero sideswipe. Got SS sideswipe. Looks pretty good. Nice. I want combiners to be in Siege. I don't right now. I know people say, "Oh, we need to get a Siege Devastator." We just have one in Combiner Wars, you know, and that might be a long time ago, but we just had Combiner Wars and Power of the Primes that was full of combiners, and even past that with Generation Selects, we're still getting those combiner molds. Like, look at the new Snaptrap, which looks pretty great. I'm not sure if they're going to do any more of the Seacons, or if this is just going to be a one-off. Either case, you know, we're still getting combiners. I'm just tired of them now, you know? Everything in Power of the Primes was a combiner, even the Dinobots, which I guess was a good enough excuse to actually do the Dinobots. But, like, did Moonracer have to be? Did Jazz have to be? Did Blackwing and Darkwing have to be? No, not really. But they did it anyways, and like it was just a little much. Most of the Voyagers kind of fall flat because they had to do a combined mode. So, hey, Casson. He went upstairs. So I'm just tired of it. Hold on, he's whining. Hey. Come on. No. Come on. Casson, no. I'm not going up there. Come on. Yeah, yeah. It won't be too long. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where's your toy? Yeah, this is definitely not going to be a long one because I have to take care of the dog. Okay. I'm just basically gonna read through the comments. I did this because the dog was asleep, so now that he's awake, I need to head off. Okay. So that's my opinion on Siege Doom combiners. Like, I don't mind the slam dance. Oh, that's another thing. In the video recently, I said that. I'm sorry for the squeaking. That's the dog. Um, I said that I think I said the colors were accurate. They're not. I forgot that the blue and red were switched. I think that's because of the alt modes. And I'm so happy that I guessed that it was going to be a repaint of the Skytrad. I know some people aren't going to like that because they want the what the hell are you doing? Hey, Casson, no, get out from there. What were you planning on doing? Anyways, what was I saying? I don't even know. Oh, Slam Dance. I know some people are gonna want him to be like the cassettes. I really don't care. I just wanted to Slam Dance, and I think it looks cool. There's someone on TFW complaining about like everyone's perspective on the Skywarp because to him, everyone's not really a fan because they didn't catch on that the tones aren't correct. Like it should be a lighter purple and it shouldn't be a dark gray and not a light gray as well in the mix. First of all, we've had that color scheme before with I believe it was the Takara version of the Fall of Cybertron Skywarp. So, I mean, there's that. Second, Slam Dance colors is reversed in robot mode. So, I'm not sure why Skywarp is the thing he's complaining about. And three, who cares? It's not like a big deal. It doesn't need to be the exact tones. You look at it and you see Skywarp. It's not like Blitzwing where everyone freaked out that, oh, it's Starscream, and then eventually it came out that, oh, it's actually Blitzwing. So like, what the hell? Why is this person getting so up in arms on the specific tone of color? It's ridiculous. And if he didn't like that, that's fine. But he's talking about other people who are fine with it. And then he posts like 4 images of like people face palming and just leaves it at that. And so I wrote back, huh, I guess I have to hate it now. You know, what's funny is that we've had 2 Thundercrackers in very different colors. Well, not very different colors, but like one's a metallic blue, which was the deluxe one. I guess the Fall of Cybertron as well, but I was thinking the original Generations Deluxe. And then we also had the Siege one coming out with a more kind of, I don't want to say duller blue, but it's definitely not metallic. So should I complain about that too? No, no one's complaining because no one fucking cares. It's a Thundercracker. It looks like a Thundercracker. It's pretty much a Thundercracker. If it looks like a Skywarp, it's a Skywarp. I kind of wish there was more purple, but that doesn't mean it's not a Skywarp. Like, what is it now? Ants in my pants, a Frank? No. I just think that that was totally ridiculous. It's stupid to complain about. Yeah, I think we need the Wreckers in Studio Series. I want to say that in the next couple of years, after this year, actually, after we get all of Devastator, they will go into Dark of the Moon a little bit more. Because it seems like, okay, we got the first movie cast, we got most of that done. And then now we're getting into the second film with Devastator and Optimus Prime and the Jetwing setup and all that. Even though we've had Dark of the Moon toys before, obviously, in the mix, I think we're going to get a lot more later on. I want a Jet version of Shatter just to go with the dropkick. Did you know Shatter and Dropkick were in the scene where Prime was? Yes, I know. The records should be deluxe classes and the 3-pack. I don't know about the 3-pack, but yeah, they should be deluxes. Oh, and if anyone's complaining about the new Siege stuff being repaints, usually when it comes to the exclusives or whatever packs, they're they're usually repaints or remolds. I mean, look at Wreck-Yard, look at Blastoff, look at Repugnus. The only one that I can think of right now at the top of my head that's a recent figure that was an exclusive that's not a repaint slash remold, except for the core chest thing, um, or the Power of the Prime's hand thing, which they pretty much all use, so whatever. And the Prime Master, because that gets reused into the Optimal Optimus pack, is Punch Counter Punch. And even then, we're not sure if that's going to be the only time we see that mold, because they could easily do that as one of the Target Masters from Generation 1. I can't remember which one, but they can do that from, I think it's Point Blank. They could do a Point Blank figure from that. So I'm not going to say that they're not doing anything with that mold. This could be a pre-mold to that. In fact, that's what I think is going to happen. And I mean, look at Studio Series. Name one Studio Series figure that's not a repaint slash remold. You got Thundercracker with the new head, and that's pretty much it. You know, you have Bumblebee with all the equipment, but that's not anything major. You had the Soundwave boombox thing that was just the Titans Returns. You had the cassette 3-pack, which I never found. And what else is out there? Oh, you had the gold Bumblebees, you know, the Volkswagen and then the Camaro. You had, come on, Casson. You had a bunch of other figures that are just mostly repaint slash remolds. So I'm sorry that you're upset by this, but they're all packs. They're all going to be repaint slash remolds. If anything, I'm surprised that there's not enough flare effects that have changed up. They're kind of the same. But other than that, I don't really care. We knew we were going to get these anyways. You know, we had listings before for the Skywarp, Sideswipe, Slam Dance, and Greenlight. By the way, someone said, well, we weren't sure about the Sideswipe and Slam Dance and Skywarp. That wasn't confirmed because the listing said it. Well, Greenlight was listed on that, and she was confirmed. So they were pretty much confirmed. I'm just saying. I want that Springer. From Russia with love. There's a new Fortnite mode in Avengers Endgame. Yeah, I don't really care about Fortnite. This is the guy from New Jersey. Yeah. I really want that Siege Shockwave. Yeah, the laser pistol configuration. Okay, can you not repeat the same thing? There should be a Siege Warpath. I don't know. They don't do Legends, so I would like to see it just because of a Warpath, but still. Which one do you like more, Studio Series or Siege? I think Siege is a little more fun, but Studio Series, I'm more kind of... It's weird because the Michael Bay universe doesn't really have a lot of going for those characters, but I like the designs enough. I grew up with those a little bit more. The Siege stuff kind of takes the Generation 1 designs, and then they kind of rework it. But because like those base designs have been reused so often, it's just like another one in the pile. It just kind of blurs out, which I'm not saying they're bad figures. In fact, I love the Siege line. But when it comes to the Studio Series, when they bring out a Sideswipe, I know that's Sideswipe. You know, when they bring out the Ironhide, I know that's Ironhide. You know, it's not like Siege does a bad job. I mean, I know that's Chromia and whatnot, but obviously they change up a lot of things. They don't do it exactly like the Generation 1 version. And that kind of helps with the fact that, you know, they're Cybertronian-ish designs. But with Studio Series, you flat out know, okay, this is that, this is that, this is that, this is that. So I don't take requests to add figures to Transformers Misfortune. Do you have any SS figs that you haven't reviewed? Yeah, I have a lot. I have, not counting the exclusives except for Thundercracker, because I do own that. I'm trying to think of anything from Wave 1 that I've reviewed. I have most of Wave 1. It's just the Bumblebee I don't have. That's pretty much it. Um, the only thing I've reviewed is the Starscream. Wave 2, the only thing I've reviewed is the Megatron. Wave 3, I've reviewed the Volkswagen Bumblebee. Wave 4, I'm planning on reviewing the SS Ironhide soon. And then Wave 5, I plan on reviewing SS Bone Crusher sometime after Ironhide. Not right after, but sometime. And I have most of Wave 1. I have all of Wave 2. I have all of Wave 3. And I have all of Wave 4, which is the Dropkick, KSI Sentry, and the Revenge of the Fallen Starscream, which I would love to review that too. I want to review everything, but they just keep pushing new figures, and I also want to go back to like the older Transformers. I got Studio Series Brawl and gave him 10 cents. Huh. They should make all the Seekers for Siege. Well, we already have the main trio, and we're getting a Red Wing, which I forgot to mention. Who's your favorite Transformer? Shockwave. I would love a Siege Sandstorm, but I'm not sure if they're going to do that. I would like to see a brand new mold for Sandstorm. I haven't been getting or even interested in the Studio Series line. It's not for everyone. I think Siege has a better build, so I like it for that part. But what I like on Studio Series is the fact that I recognize those characters. Nope. I mean, for Siege, we're getting Astro Train. Yeah, hopefully we are. We haven't heard anything back from that. Huffer and Pipes, yeah, that'd be cool. Brian, what is your thoughts on autism awareness? I think that autism is kind of perceived as like everyone's different, and it's the same with autism. Everyone's different with their autism. It's not like you're going to get the same result. There's high functioning and there's low functioning. There's a lot of people that doubt that I would be able to do certain stuff, and they're kind of surprised nowadays to see me do things. One of the major things is how I'm communicating right now. It's not always the best, and I kind of mess up on my words, but and sometimes I won't even use the right words, but definitely better than what people thought I was going to be. The fact that I can make terrible jokes, and I don't mean just like, oh, that joke was awful, I didn't laugh. I mean jokes that are like dark humor, and stuff like that. People are surprised because they think there's perception on what autism is basically you need help with everything. Like, this isn't for everyone, but for a lot of people, it's like you need help with everything and you just won't get it. Well, no, that's not always the case with autism. There are certain things that I wish I could catch on easier. I'm not always going to catch on. Autism is still a thing, but when people perceive it as I can't hold a conversation, that's not true. Or like there's something just outright wrong with me. That's also not true. Because when you see people say online, and I usually take it as a joke, so it's not really a big problem. When I see people say, "Oh, what are you, autistic?" It's like, do you even know what that is? Do you even know what you're talking about? What exactly is the site? Actionfiguresale.com. And again, if you want to use the coupon code to get 20% off currently, use the coupon code TFAN, TFAN, and you'll get 20% off. I had a dream almost a week ago where Sonic the Hedgehog chums his animal friends for his own amusement. He also beat some random guy to death with a yellow pencil. Well, that's weird. We need a transformer that turns into an atomic bomb. If you want that, then I think the Cybertron Soundwave is probably your best bet. I personally like the dark purple. Yeah. No, Skywarp wasn't in the Bumblebee movie. That was Astro Train. I think you missed what I was saying. What did I miss, Brian? Just me talking. The biggest example of a bad toy line to me with barely any personality. It's Studio Series. I still can't see myself buying any of them. A lot of them are good. Studio Series Ironhide and Bone Crusher are probably the best. What's your opinion on Generations 1.5? I don't really focus on that. I just picked up Siege Soundwave and Starscream, so yay! Yeah, I still need to find those. I got Studio Series Bone Crusher, and I'm keeping him away from the Last Night Prime. Hey, Jellyfish. Have you seen Endgame? No, I have not. By TF. All right. I wonder if we could get some Shattered Glass repaints. Yeah, since we obviously have G2 Sideswipe. Yeah, G2 Sideswipe, aka Coke Zero Sideswipe. Studio Series Blackout. I don't know why you said that random name. I do like that figure though. Studio Series Fallen. Okay, you're just saying names. One of the greatest advantages for people with autism is that they are extremely creative. Well, if you look at my customs, no. Same. I wish I was a little better at editing though. I find that this charity Autism Speaks. I'm not. I'm not gonna get into that. Batman dies? Oh! I have a handful of family members that are autistic. They are still people. Yes. As long as they don't act like pieces of shit. So someone posted trailer music for one of the Avengers trailers, and I got a response saying, if you're a Doctor Who fan, you'll notice it was also the home release trailer for Resolution. Wow! Don't watch that. Coke 45, Blue Streak, yeah. Or would that be Clear Pepsi? Um, Also, by any chance, can I thank you for watching my vids? I guess you just did. Dude, it wasn't Batman that dies in Endgame. It was Batman Beyond! Do you want a Bumblebee movie SS Blitzwing? Yeah, I guess. All right, seems like I might be getting a Siege Shockwave if the guy finds it. Again, I don't want to say his name because if he doesn't, I don't want to push it on him. I just found the Micromaster cassettes today. Oh, I want those. I don't care if they're kind of crappy looking like the Ravage. I want them. SS Jazz or Power of the Primes Jazz. There's no competition. It's Studio Series Jazz. And I'm not just saying that because I absolutely love the Studio Series Jazz, which, by the way, is a great figure. You just need to know how to tab everything in for the alt mode. But other than that, I love it. Except for the shoulder joints. I'm kind of uncomfortable with that because they're kind of hinges and they click into place. I'm worried that they're going to break. Other than that, great figure. And I don't even care that he's small. I think that's a good thing. But even if he was just okay or meh, Power of the Primes Jazz sucks. Like, he just sucks. I do not really care for that figure. You know what? That reminds me. I need to talk about this. So someone found a video review a while back of a Bumblebee pack, and I gave it a negative review. Sorry, negative review. I said that wasn't a great pack. I paid about $8 for it, so it was worth the Backfire figure. That was the Human Alliance thing. But the Bumblebee itself was not great. I got a comment saying, "Why do you hate him?" Which, I mean, if you watched the actual review, you would understand that, but I guess they didn't, or didn't understand it. Then after that, I get a comment saying that I'm a bozo for buying it. Let me see if I can find the actual comment, because it's so stupid. The funny part about this comment that I'm talking about is that he's bitching about my negativity on a negative review, but he's being negative. Like, it's the same thing as when someone complained on a Facebook page or a Facebook group that Optimus gave the Power of the Prime Starscream a negative review, and he was going on saying that, oh, he just bought it just for the review. And it's like, is that really a bad thing? Because at least that shows that he's passionate enough to do the reviews. Like, there's good reviews too. It's not like he just buys a figure and then just straight up bashes it. And either way, that's his opinion. If he doesn't like the figure, then that's his opinion. You know, that's a review is not meant to just be like, oh, this is good, and then that's it. I don't watch the reviews where people are like, oh, this is good, this is great, blah, 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 blah. Wow, look at this. Unless it's an early review and I just want a good look at it. And even then, I won't take any of the criticism because there's barely any criticism in it. You know? Yeah, you don't have to criticize every damn thing. If you don't have any criticism about a figure, that's fine. But if you're just pretending to like it, then I don't care. Because you're not explaining what the issue is. You know, you need to prepare your fans that if you believe there's an issue, you should bring it up. At least in the traditional sense of reviews. And it's the same with criticism. Like, criticism isn't inherently bad. And then some people will just get straight up upset because you criticize one thing. I said that this video is not really a review because it was kind of more like a slideshow. And I wasn't really being mean. I said that he could do whatever he wants. It's his video. This is just my personal opinion, and this is just something to consider. But maybe call it a slideshow instead of a review. And I got one comment saying that, well, at least his reviews are better than yours. And basically the point of that was that this guy was pissed off because I made any criticism. I'm sorry, if you can't take any criticism or consider any criticism, then you're not worth my time. Because basically what that tells me is you don't have to take every piece of criticism, you know? If there's something that you feel comfortable with that someone disagrees with, that's fine, because this is your thing. If you're doing a review, that's what you're wanting to do. But if you're not open to taking the possibility of bettering yourself, then I just don't care. Okay? If you're not open to that and you're going to dismiss it altogether, I just don't care, because it tells me that you don't want to improve, and I don't like that attitude anyways. But anyways, this comment. If you hate him, then why do you even sorry. If you hate him, then why do you even have it? Do you ever think of that, bozo? Do you ever think of the fact that I wouldn't exactly know if I'd like it or hate it until I bought it? Bozo? It's really I like this. It's really hard for someone to even design something like that. Oh yeah. You know, it is really hard, and I'm not saying it isn't, but try taking a look at all the other Transformers toys that have succeeded in what they're doing. that have actually had good engineering and have done a wonderful job. Even when people complain about an overall toy line being kind of shitty, there's usually at least one toy that's good. Like, even if you don't like Studio Series, Ironhide's one of my favorites. I love that thing. There's figures that I don't like, there's figures that I do like. If you're not going to be open to the criticism and point out what's a bad figure and what's a good figure, then what's the point of the review? You need to do that. Because here's the thing, if we don't do that, then we are not warning people on issues or bad toys overall, and people are going to waste their money on something that is probably bad or probably going to break. So you have to open up that criticism. And again, they have designed good toys. This was not one of them. In my opinion, this was not one of them after I bought it. Before I bought it, I thought it looked cool. The packaging showed it in alt mode. It was in package in alt mode. I love the car. The robot mode for the Bumblebee is shit. It looks like garbage. That is my criticism. No, because you only care about the looks. If I only cared about the looks, then I wouldn't criticize the design. That doesn't make any sense. If I only cared about the entire style of it, why would I go out of my way to criticize the molding? That doesn't make sense. And if he means that I just bought it because it looks good, okay, then again, why would I criticize its design? If I just like it for what it looks like, then it's going to be on my shelf doing nothing and just looking nice. No, I kind of want to mess with my figures. I also love the fact that he's just criticizing me because I was negative about this toy. It does not matter about any other review where I've been either positive or negative. It doesn't matter what criticism I had, whether it's legit or not, because I was negative about this toy. I only care about the looks. And God, I really enjoy this comment because it's so fucking retarded. I'm sorry to use that word. It's probably not a proper word to use. It's just so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Because it basically tells me, no, you're not allowed to review that. It also reminds me of when someone said I wasn't supposed to review Prime Dreadwing because it's been out for 2 years. This was back a couple of years ago. Review what you want to review. If you have a toy that you feel like has flaws, then issue those flaws. You know, if you're going to do a review in the traditional sense of, okay, you're going to bring out the criticism, this is your criticism, then you should bring out the flaws. You should bring out whether you like it or don't like it. That's the whole point of the review, and this guy obviously missed that and is too stupid to even realize that. I find it funny that he calls me a bozo, but he's being a fucking idiot. He's being a moron. Oh, well, that was fun. There already is a Siege Shockwave, I thought. Yeah, there is. I'm saying I want it in general. RTS Jazz is the coolest, honestly. Yeah, if it wasn't for the chest not locking in. And I know about the modifications, but a lot of them just don't really work out. I do like the animated, but the hips on mine just stick into place just how it's molded, so that's not good. Um, but yeah, you know, they're all fine. Except for Power of the Primes. I'm not a fan of that. SS Jazz, he is the best SS I own because I lost my chance for SS 38. I don't know. SS, Ironhide, and Sideswipe are pretty good. Yep. Was the pack the one with the gray B? Yes, it was. The great YouTube. Huh? Do you want a piece of me? No, I want to. Oh, I cannot wait for that masterpiece Jazz, the movie Jazz. Oh, no, Brian, you're too bearded and manly to be a bozo. I don't buy many movie figures. I'm only picking up Bumblebee movie figures from SS. Jazz, I love, or you'll love Jazz, all the primes, and huh? I'm really into Theo's reviews. Yeah, my Discord can't stop talking about him. Figure when? Huh? Blackout is a little meh. Blackout has its problems, but every time anyone mentions Blackout now, it puts a smile on my face. Like I love that figure. It's like a family member. You know he's not perfect, but you love him. Siege Starscream is an amazing figure compared to Power of the Primes. Well, that's not much of a competition. Brian is getting his own figure because he is secretly Hasbro's leader. He found out a FOC was a good action figure. Yep, you're so cool. Yay. But Brian, opinions are bad now. Opinions are hate speech 2019. Yeah, you might get arrested for it too. FOC Starscream was a gaping void, bruh. I like that figure. I don't even like the classic Seeker mold. I still like him. Quit YouTube. You're being a human being. Oh no. So does Siege Magnus? Oh, Siege Springer equals Sandstorm. Real facts. I don't know. Just because the Generations figure was able to do it, I don't know. I feel like they could, because why would they make a Springer and not reuse that bolt? By the way, doing repaints and remolds isn't really a bad thing. Hasbro's got to make money. I mean, the budget for making new molds has to come from somewhere. If they weren't doing repaints and remolds, we would not have as many figures. Like, it doesn't matter whether or not, okay, maybe we'll have one or two new molds by comparison, but with everything else, we wouldn't have as many figures. I mean, people complain about repaint slash remolds, but everyone has a favorite Seeker now, don't they? Yeah, I would like to see a Studio Series Fallen. Let's see, Alice. See Magnus, like the 1986. But I want that too. TF cares about doggos only. I'm more of a cat person, but yeah. Some people just say things to be jackasses. Yep. Who's saying this stuff about you? Someone in. It's called the Transformers Dark of the Moon Daredevil Squad. It's my review of the set, and someone's just being a cuck. Let's say. I have the R word pass. Oh, thanks. I just joined and caught the end of the discussion. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, animated Jazz was the best figure in the animated lineup. I'm not sure. I have my problems with it. I like Ironhide more. I'm planning on picking up Siege Chromia. She looks better than Thrilling 30. I still want that Thrilling 31. Weep, Chrono, weep, Nineball. Hasbro should make a figure of Faye versus Jetfire's dad. Yeah. You know what? Just pop off a wheel from any other transformer that has the same snapping port, and you'll be fine. Imagine if we got a transformer game that was made by the. Oh, yeah. Well, there was kind of gonna be. Nope. Look at how many remolds we had in Combiner Wars. Blades had like 12. Yeah. Studio Series wheelie win. I would like to see a small wheelie, just like something that would fold out, but I'm not picky about that. Maybe someone will make a tiny turbo wheelie. That'd be cool. I want to see that. Yep. Oh yeah, I also like animated Rodimus. Yeah, I still need to get him. Just got Siege Ironhide yesterday, and I think I'm in love. I want to get that. Hi Dinobot. I want to see a Scourge from the Marvel comics. Ooh. Or Scrunge from the Marvel comics. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I would love to see more obscure characters. I named my girls Power of the Prime Moonracer and Power of the Prime's Nova Star. Still need to get that. Power of the Prime's Lead 1 and Thrilling 30 RC are the only girls I have. I wish they could do another. Fuck. Who's the purple chick from the Lost Light? Skids and whoever this bitch is. Jontron is my spirit animal. Blaster's friend that got melted, the one with the special arm. Yeah. I kind of want a new Blaster as well with the Soundwave mold. I feel like they have to. Not a cut, yeah. I think I'm gonna try and get Nova Star next Toy Fair, but I'm not sure. That's gonna be on the 25th. I'm about to head out. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, thank you for the dislike. No one cares about that. I hope Hasbro makes a Studio Series RC. Yeah, I don't want that. Oh, from the B movie? Yeah. Um, so I'm gonna head out. Dog needs to go out. Let's talk about our sponsor once again. That is actionfiguresale.com. If you guys can, at least check it out. And if you find something you like, anything from the store, use the coupon code TFAN, that's TFAN, and you will get 20% off your purchase. They have PS4 skins, they have Star Wars, they have Transformers, KOs, the Wii Zhang stuff, then other stuff. Just at least if you can check them out because it really helps out. Going to be doing gaming sessions for the TF card game. I have not found any of those cards. They're not even in my EB games, which they should have been. All I want is the Shockwave card. And I think there's a Warpath, but those two and that's it is all that I need. I don't care about the decks or whatever. It's just those two cards. And I can't find them. Anyways, so yeah, actionfiguresale.com. Hopefully you guys can check it out. I think it's worth a look if you're curious because they have some pretty good stuff. And that's not just me saying. I was honest when I said that I've heard about the site before and I looked through some of their stuff and I was actually pretty impressed. So, um, yeah, I know they did it in Titans Returns, but I kind of want a new one. But that's just me. Anyways, so that's pretty much it. I gotta take Doggo for a walk. Casson, where are you? I think he's in the other room. I think he needs to pee, so I should probably help him out with that. Um, I have all the cards. Ooh, which one? There's another Shockwave coming out in the next wave. Well, I guess both then. um, I'm a huge Shockwave fan, so that's why. Uh, more so the original Shockwave card, but I'm not picky. I'm not even gonna use it for any of the decks or anything like that. It's just I want the Shockwave in general. But yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Um, I think you guys watch it. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to those fun doodads, and I will see you guys next time. I was trying to get Doggo out, but he's laying on the bed, so I'm just gonna leave him there. How did he get up there? He was struggling earlier. Anyways, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.